I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com and NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. A question I received from someone painted an interesting situation, and that is the final person they are scheduled to meet with is the former person who did this job and has since been promoted, and thus this position reports to them. How do you handle that situation where the person you're talking with, your future boss, is coming out of this job and you're going to be reporting to them? So it's a fun scenario, and it may be the trickiest of any interview you can do because they have opinions. They were obviously successful in the role, and as a result can really offer you insights into how you can be successful. So consider that a lot of your interview is going to be picking their brain, asking them for advice about how to be successful in the role. So, for example, they may talk with you about your background and talk with you about how you handled situations in the past. And you answer those questions. You answer them to the same degree you have been done previously. Because as I've said in other interviews, you want to be congruent with everything that you've said before. But at the end of answering some of your questions, you might turn around and say, given your experience in this role, would that be effective in this case? How did you do it with this user? How did they respond to it? Was it effective? How would you recommend I do it? And do certain things to extract from them information that, number one, will be useful to you when you're in the role, but more importantly, treats them as an ally that lets you know that this is not an adversarial conversation. It lets them know it's not an adversarial conversation, but one where you're taking input from them about how to be successful. After all, would they have been promoted if they weren't successful in this role? I don't think so. So it can be tricky if you're not one who asks the follow-up, who doesn't approach them for advice or input about how to be effective in the role. You might ask them about some of the misses that they had, some of the things that backfire, that in some way, shape, or form didn't work. Emphasize the positive, and as an afterthought later on say, you've given me a world of information, and I'm sure not everything that you did worked. What missed? What wasn't effective with these folks so I don't step into it? So that's the simplest way I would approach an interview with the former manager for the group. I hope you found this helpful. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching, and in the body, mention what it's about. We'll schedule time to speak. Or you can reach out to me through LinkedIn, linkedin.com/IN/thebiggamehunter. Also, I'll mention, because I almost forgot to, if you'd like me to prepare you for an interview, critique your resume and or LinkedIn profile, help with a salary negotiation, help you with all aspects of your search, again, message me. We'll set up a time to speak. I'll walk you through how I do that. Have a great day. Take care.